Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to WhatsMap, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. I'm BonBonB and you're very, very welcome. Well, it's Saturday, the day of the quirky asset of the week, and today's will not disappoint. But we've also got a slightly mysterious map as well. You see, I was on the workshop having a look at a collection of coaches by a Chinese creator when I came across some maps. In one particular map, which had a very, very mysterious thumbnail, no screenshots, and an entertaining and mysterious description. So I had to have a look at it. Now, I'm not expecting much from the map. Hopefully, though, that the show will be entertaining and we can go away with a smile on our face, and remembering, of course, always, always to be kind in the comments. So, are you ready? That's right, being ready to support the channel gets me seen by more people and helps me get a little bit bigger every single day. Thank you for your support. Today's map is VEGA by SINY. Hopefully SINY is the correct pronunciation. It's probably Sinu, but I'm going SINY because it reads that as English. Okay. And then you have your start square. Could do have a little bit more land there, but it's still nice and it's interesting, and we've got plenty of space to expand into, I guess. Then you have the terrain heights. It's very flat-ish, with the exception, of course, the rugged end of the island, which is quite aesthetically pleasing. And then you've got your resources are just forestry. Industrialists will not like this one too much. What about fishing? Well, if you have Sunset Harbour, looks like there's a little bit of tuna there. Actually, I'm not entirely sure that there is. We'll get to that very soon as well. Okay, off to the workshop. No DLC required for today's map. Nothing to subscribe to at all, actually. Quick read of the description. Says Islands map, VEGA by SINY. Mod description, map of Buddha Islands. Undisturbed isolationism. Brilliant. 2 years too early. It's a 2-year-old map, you know. Junior players, don't try. You have been warned. No high-speed connections, no train connections, no trees, no resources. Pure terrain file. Later self-made scene supplementary. Junior players, don't try. Undisturbed isolationism, and so forth. Right, we'll be using the vanilla tropical theme and the realistic 1.2 LUT. So, okay. We already know that there is no highway or rail connections because we've been told in the description, but you can see why I had to review this based on what I've just read there. Yeah, I had to have a look, didn't I? So anyway, in the corner of the map over here, we have got the outside connections. Now, if you want to build an ugly bridge from here to your island for your traffic, then you can. But this is deep in the fog and it doesn't matter, and it doesn't actually count. So shush now, okay? You're dealing with shipping only. Which means you're probably going to be using the unlimited money mod, and you'll be using the unlock all mod to get hold of harbours right off the bat. But I'm still going to review it as you probably would be playing a 9-tile game. Although you could probably unlock it all and just play. You could always unlock it all anyway, if you're a modder. And I guess it's a kind of map for a modder. Now down there it looks like we've got some swampy type land. It's not. We will get to that very shortly. Over here we have a little valley between the... that's all very neat and tidy. And that is a valley. And we have a lot of trees. It said there's no trees on this map, but we have a lot of trees. So and they're red trees as well. So we'll get to that very shortly. But we do need to head over towards the start square because... I really want to get to this asset review. Today's asset is as bonkers as they come, and I love it. Absolutely love it today. It's full of questions. Today's asset is full of questions. Anyway, here we go into the start square area. There's your harbour type bay area. Very neat and tidy. And where is that asset? Somewhere down here. Ah, there we are. It's a collection of four of these. I'm showing you just 3 of them. And the question is, I have to ask you this. I need to know, is the answer, or maybe, possibly, is the answer actually instead, Well, that's a good one. So there's your questions, or there are your answers. And yes, this is a mod by that same creator, SINY. It's SINY-PARK. Yes or no? Number 1. Well worth subscribing to for a bit of fun. And factoids because factoids. Jeremy Bentham, the English political reformer who devised the theory of utilitarianism, died on this day, the 6th of June in 1832. He gave the whole of his large estates to the University College Hospital, London, on the condition that he be stuffed and be allowed to sit in all future board meetings. His wish was granted, and tradition continued for nearly 92 years. SINY-PARK, yes or no? Number 1 by SINY. That is today's asset of the day. Now, unlike Jeremy Bentham, we're not going to get stuffed, but we will come back right after this intermission for a little look at the shipping.
Fed up with vanilla or ploppable parking lots in your city? Wondering what Bonnie Day's Parking Lots Roads is all about? Then you need BonBonB's Parking Lots tutorial. Click the information button below.
And so back to VEGA by SINY and the shipping routes. So we've got right angle turns. Basically, we have a big old loop of the island with the shipping route. It goes all the way around. It's nice and curved and smooth. And then every time we get a connection to the outside world, we have a right angled, or in the case of this next one, where is it? There you go. Possibly even worse. Ouch, like that. So yeah, could do with some smoothing off of the shipping routes there. But again, does it really matter? Well, yes, it does to me. It matters a lot. Okay, the question is though, can you get a connection into your harbour area from here, as there was no route in? And if we grab hold of the harbour, just in these areas, if you're playing the start square tile, yeah, you can get a connection there. You can get a connection to about there. On that little island maybe, yeah, just about there. So you can get your harbour in place if you're playing the start square gameplay. Okay, now what about water flow? Now, having a look at this harbour, have a look, we have got strong water flow coming out of the harbour, but there is no water spawn point. It looks like there should be a water spawn point going on here, but there isn't. What the hell was going on? Well, the thing is, you see, when I started the game up, I noticed there were some ripples in the water, so I let the water settle down. But the thing is, I don't think I let it settle down long enough, because we ended up with this huge flood. I don't know where this came from, because I gave it every opportunity to clear. I mean, literally, I gave it every opportunity to clear. I think it must have bounced off some coast and then bounced back to here. But anyway, we ended up with a lot of flooding. And that's where that water was coming into the start square, giving the extra water into the harbour. And well, that was water flow was basically just from flooding. But now it's gone. Let's have another look to see whether or not we actually have water flow in the start square. Well, we do, but it's coming in. It's light water flow as expecting, replacing any evaporated water there. So yes, it's if you're playing that kind of game and you're reliant on water flow, this is one for modders, isn't it? We rate it for your standard, slightly advanced vanilla player, but we don't. But obviously, you can fix anything with modding. You can fix anything with modding. All right, I know. But we do have some flooded trees, some drowned trees. Oh, there's always a few drowned trees. This water has settled now, by the way. Just saying. And there are a few dotted there. Is it a biggest problem in the world? Not really. You'll notice that our marshy area up here is now completely dried out. I wish I'd noticed that earlier, but I didn't. I thought this was permanently marsh, and it has drained now. And we do have a few more drowned trees along the edges here as well. It's not the worst problem in the world, but there are dotted here and there, especially in these little coves, and a little bit there as well. Now, the trees obviously won't appear for you if you haven't subscribed to them, because they're not in a collection. It does say actually in the description that the trees are, well, there are no trees. So these won't show up for you, and they're not intended to show up for you, which means that the map won't even look as interesting, the red trees in the tropical climate, as it does for me right now. Is that a problem? Well, yeah, you tell me. yeah, this is your comment box. You can comment down there, say this is, you like it, you like the idea of this. The thing is that it's a good sized island with some interesting build shapes, and I just don't know. I wish I knew what SINY's thought process was for this, because I'm still intrigued by it. Anyway, your chance to vote on the map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use it at the end of the month for the Viewer's Choice Top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? Only you can decide. You can vote by clicking on that little I button now. It'll take you across to Patreon. You can vote with your Facebook, Gmail, YouTube, or even a free Patreon account. And your vote really does count. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, so aesthetically, I like the shape of the island. It's not a horrible shape, but unfortunately, I mean, even with the trees that we've got, it doesn't look great. And with no trees, which is how it's supposed to look, it will look even less great. I'm not going to give it 1 star because I like the shape of it. I like the shape. It just feels right. But it can't get 3 stars. 2 stars it is. Detailing. Got a lot of drowned trees. Not really too much else to say. Can't go to 3 stars really because I can't find anything to credit it on. 2 stars for detail. Gameplay. If you're a modder, go ahead, play. But using the vanilla mods to get unlock all and unlimited money, I still think we're struggling to go beyond 2 stars with this one. So 2 stars it is. VEGA by SINY. This is a map which is interesting, and I'm glad that we had a look at it. And feel free to go and enjoy it, because there are people watching this show that are going to really enjoy playing on that map. It won't be me, but I wouldn't hate it either. It's just that I've got a million other maps I'd rather play instead first. Anyway, we are now there into the last 20 seconds. If you're still watching, you are in the 20 and out elite. Use today's word of the day in the comments to get yourself 100 fictional population points. Remember, don't talk about it in the comments. Keep it quiet, keep it silent. This is just between you and me and the others watching. I've been BonBonB, and I'll see you very, very soon.